All right, David Waters, of course, breaking down the Gators. Join him on Gators Breakdown each and every week. You can listen to the audio on SoundCloud or iTunes, and also the video at SEC Breakdown, along with some of my content looking at the rest of the SEC. All right, Davis, Morrison gone, those guys off that linebacking crew. Yeah, I'm guessing you love David Reese. He seems to be getting a lot of the pub as somebody who could really step up and be a star in this league.
Yeah, Mark, he kind of, they were throwing to the fire a lot of these young guys, starting with David Reese. Started 4 games after Jared Davis went down in the Arkansas game. He has a nose for the ball. That's what I like about him. He's definitely going to just stick his nose in there and go get a tackle. Kylan Johnson also probably will place one of the outside linebacker spots, very instinctive guy. And Vashawn Joseph, he's the big hitter. He lays the wood. He's that linebacker for Florida. Those are the 3 guys that I think will get a majority of the playing time from what we've seen at the end of last year and going into spring. David Reese missed spring practice, but figures to be the main guy in the middle. He's the second leading returning tackler for Florida with 49 stops last year. Kylan Johnson is the 4th leading returning tackler, and I really like his instincts and speed. Vashawn Joseph, he's best remembered for that goal line hit against LSU quarterback Danny Etling last year, but he got his first start in the Outback Bowl against Iowa and was a star in that game. 6 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 pass breakup. So, it's those 3 guys. Those are the main 3 cogs that, as I mentioned, when Jared Davis and Alex Anzalone went down in the Arkansas game last year, these guys were asked to come in and do a lot. They did struggle at times. You could tell they were young. They missed some assignments, but, they got a big win on the road when they went to LSU. Darius Guys got a pretty good start in that game. That defense with these young linebackers went, the second half completely shut that LSU run game down. For 3 quarters, did well against Florida State and Alabama, and then they come out in the bowl game and also played very well against Iowa. One of the best performances of the defense throughout the year with all these young guys. So, Florida has a good foundation here, but then there's always going to be some players behind those guys. Forbid another injury-plagued season at linebacker. If that happened, Florida's going to ask some young guys to step in.
All right, talking some Florida defense. The Gators, one of the more sound units in all of college football in recent years, and certainly star-studded across the board, beyond what we think in regards to being DBU. The front 7, always one of the best as well. You got to join David on Gators Breakdown. Again, it's iTunes, it's SoundCloud for the audio versions, and also at SEC Breakdown on YouTube. So join us right there. We give you the entirety of the league, SEC Breakdown, YouTube. Subscribe there. Follow us on Twitter, and also like us on Facebook as well. All right, David, we're getting there. We're almost to August camp, and of course, SEC Media Days start next Monday.
Yeah, they do. And Florida announced it's going to be, Martez Ivy, Duke Dawson, and Marcel Harris going to SEC Media Day. So it should be a good day for Florida. 2 defensive guys, 1 offensive guy with Martez Ivy there along the offensive line. So it will be interesting to see because, this will be really the first time the media gets to talk to Jim McElwain about bringing Malik Zaire in and going head-to-head with Felipe Franks for the quarterback battle. So there'll be a lot of good info coming out of Hoover for SEC Media Days pertaining to Florida, Malik Zaire, Felipe Franks, and replacing a lot of these guys on defense.
All right, David, thanks for getting us caught up on the Gators front 7.
Thanks, Mark.